Welcome, everyone, to this episode of Unavoidable, Adventures in Aging, where Sue and Shan, two Midwest, well-past middle-aged sisters, discuss the good, the bad, and the ugly of aging. With a little humor, a little heart, and occasionally a little frustration, we'll explore the unavoidable adventures we experience as we move into our golden years. Yeah, golden years, my ass. Just a note to our listeners, this podcast reflects the opinions and experiences of Sue and Shan. The main purpose of this podcast is intended to entertain.
We are recording.
Recording, okay.
We think we're recording.
We'll keep a better eye on it this time to see if it cuts us off.
Okay, keep everybody updated. Let's see. We've had some problems where it cuts out on us.
Right.
We had to redo one of our podcasts, and they're never as much fun the second time.
Yeah.
We were just recording one, and after 37 minutes, it beeped and told us
Yes.
that,
We're no longer recording you, so shut up.
So shut up, or you're going to have to go find the recording.
Yeah, that's right.
We found it.
It was there.
So that's good.
So
okay.
Shan knew where to find it. All right.
Here we go.
Welcome to part 2 of our first anniversary, our first Podversary.
There you go. Podversary.
Yes.
Too much wine, but
too much
Podversary. There we go.
That's our Podversary. We should be drinking wine or champagne.
In essence, we should. At the right point, I've probably got some champagne. I just can't tell you how old it is.
Yeah, this is fine.
Last week, they would have actually heard
Yes.
our part 1 of first Podversary.
Yes, that's right. And it was a lot of fun
It was fun.
to do. And if you missed that one or if you forgot already, it was only a week ago, but hey, we're all getting older, right? Shan has pulled out just little clips from various episodes. We don't know for sure. She knows which ones they're from.
Yeah, but I don't remember. But yes.
But you got it all
I have it written down, so I do know.
No,
okay.
That's the important thing. So she'll play a clip, and then we will talk about where we were, what we were thinking, why we did it. Just reminisce about the good old days. Yes.
Whether we're smarter now than we were before, all those kind of things.
Oh, heavens no. Okay.
Never? Okay, wait. I got to get to the right place here. I just realized.
You got me this cute little bowl for my cashews, and I just put them on the table.
On the table.
Told you, too much wine. Okay.
You don't have to use the cute little bowl. Okay, wait a minute. We got to go here.
Okay.
Okay. Our first one tonight comes from the episode called Hardest Part of Aging.
Oh, which was the opposite of Perks of Aging.
Perks of Aging.
Okay.
I just put this together this afternoon. I don't remember what clip it is. So here we go.
Feeling like this world is no longer for me.
Yeah.
You know, the new fashions, the music, famous people. I do not watch award shows anymore. I don't know any of those people.
I don't know any of them. I know.
And there'll be red carpet. Here comes who's that?
Who's that?
No idea.
I know it. In the late night show, and they'll say, here's the lineup, and they list all these people. And I'm thinking, A, I can't stay awake to watch it anyway. And B, why would I? I don't know any of those people.
I know.
I don't even know who the host is anymore.
That's true. After Johnny Carson left, it was hard to keep track.
Exactly.
And why would you want to watch anybody else but Johnny Carson?
I still try to watch them every once in a while. They're still pretty funny.
They are. Because I remember those sounds that you remember from your childhood. And one of mine was, because Mom and Dad would always stay up and watch Johnny Carson. And I'm laying in bed, and I can hear the TV, and I can hear them laughing.
Oh.
And that's one of my good memories.
Yeah.
Yeah. So true. I think that was one of those articles or whatever I found when I was at work late, and it was talking about there are a lot of kind of sad, bad things about growing old. There's a lot of good, too. But this one was about this type of thing. Losing some of the, not really losing the memories you had, but the nostalgia.
Uh-huh.
Thinking about, the good old days. And as we found, too, they weren't always the good old days.
Right.
As we remember them, they were, which was fine. But I think this also talked about...
It really came into play of the fact that right now, if you were to ask me who the top Billboard singers were,
Oh, pff.
I would have no clue whether it be
No.
rock, country, R&B. I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
I just don't know. Same with new actors and actresses. Even the newer TV shows, we're a rerun kind of thing. We wait for the reruns to come out. I just don't know.
No.
I don't keep up anymore on those peoples.
And you find out, another thing you find is it just doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
whether you know them or not.
I always have to look it up.
Oh, I do
will
too.
look it up and see what movies they were in or what songs they sang or when they performed at the Super Bowl or something, just
Yeah.
like I know what they're doing. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And we do, in that episode, we do talk about more than just that
Yes.
part of it. Losing friends. We're getting to the age where we've lost parents, we're losing friends, we're losing siblings. Just the things that are coming with this part of our age. And that's pretty much what that one was
Exactly.
about.
Exactly.
So much more.
Our next one comes from Techno Dorks Part 1. Techno Dorks, we've done a lot of those.
We have.
We really have.
Your list is gone.
Of how many? Oh, it's
Yeah.
someplace.
Have
But
we
anyway,
done five?
when we talk Techno Dorks, I'm going to give a pitch because next month we're going to do an interview with my son Shan, who is a nerd, techno nerd. There's no
Thank
other ways
God.
around it.
Every
thank
family
goodness.
needs
They
one.
do need one.
Yeah.
But that's what we're going to talk about. So we're adding to the Techno Dorks part of
Oh.
things. So here we are in, it has to do with cell phones, I think.
Oh.
So here we
Okay.
go.
When you talk about the origins of the telephone, the purpose was to be able to speak to another person. And now that's my phone does that. But I can also text. I can Google things. I can watch movies. I can listen to music.
Chops, it
books.
dices,
That's right. You can't afford not to have this thing.
There really isn't anything that the smartphone
No.
doesn't.
So, in addition, though, to learning just how to answer a call, learning how to use the camera.
Oh, yeah.
Then you can take the picture that you just took with your camera and send it to other people. That's something else, and I'm still working on that. Because I took that picture of my TV yesterday after I hooked it up, and I sent one to you and our younger sister. And then I thought, I need to send one to my brother, too.
Yeah.
And then it saves your pictures forever.
It does.
Oh.
She remembers taking the picture of her TV.
Of my TV. And does yours? I'm sure it does. It'll pop up every once in a while with 2 years ago today.
Yes. Yeah.
That one popped up not long ago. And when this airs, we will have been a week and some days after your anniversary.
Yes. Oh,
yeah,
that's right.
Yeah,
Yes.
you and Tim, your wedding anniversary. That was one of my memories. It was popped up of you and Shelley and I. And I think I had made a copy of it to send to somebody. I don't know. But it was you in your wedding dress and Shelley and I, and we're so young and no wrinkles. And it was a cute picture of the three of us.
Yeah. So that was 44 years ago, in case you want to know.
Oh, my golly, yeah.
So we talked about phones. So new information on phones. Tim got a new phone because they said, you're ready for an upgrade. And so he said, okay, you get a new phone. It's the same phone brand. It's the same brand, but it's number 25 instead of 20.
Yeah.
Oh my God. There's so much to learn.
I know.
So
Every
could
time.
they do, I understand upgrades because then it's newer and they guarantee it and all that but could they just do a new one with the exact same features, the exact same ways as my phone from 8 years ago?
I know.
I see no problem with that.
They have to do all those things.
Absolutely.
But the Techno Dorks, I think, came about from we're also confused and frustrated by the use of all these new devices, not just phones, because we go on and do other things later. And you'd mentioned your son, and what we're hoping to do, fingers crossed, is at least to begin a show on AI. That's another new thing. We see it, we have an idea of what it's all about, but we're just not sure.
Exactly.
So all of our Techno Dorks have had to do with some kind of new technology and how we're trying to learn what it's all about, what it can do, can't do, blah, blah, blah. So
it's a wondrous thing, and yet it's also a hindrance.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
frustrating.
And as long as it works, it's wonderful.
It's wonderful.
When it's not working, yeah,
Not so much.
my life comes to an end.
It does.
Okay, what
so
next?
this next one, we've done 2 podcasts in a whole year having to do with politics.
Oh,
because
boy.
we try to avoid politics.
We do.
Because we need some good things happening. So anyway, this next one comes from anxiety.
This was the first one we did.
We did. You're not
This
alone.
was soon after the
Current president was elected, I
yes,
believe.
I
Not
think
in
you are
office,
right.
but elected.
Yes.
Here we go. And the female that ran,
Uh-huh.
and she said, give me one law that restricts a male's health choices.
Yes.
Give me one law.
One. Nobody could ever name
Nobody could ever.
No.
There is none.
one. No.
But for women who believe that this is the right way, holy crap.
I know.
OMG. You
Huh.
just gave it up, sweetheart.
Oh.
Don't have a job, stay at home, have 10 million children
Uh-huh.
because that is what you're there for. Appease your husband and you can only
Yes.
marry a male. Oh my gosh, am I going off on the wrong? I'm just
I
going
know.
down the rabbit hole.
But still,
Oh my God.
this is where
Give it up,
is.
ladies.
Yeah.
Give it up.
Definitely.
You just might as well. Sorry, but you're done. You're done.
bet.
You have no rights anymore.
That's right.
And it's going to be a male that tells you everything you can
exactly.
or cannot do.
Yeah.
You okay with that?
Your credit's gone. You can't buy a house. You can't.
No.
And that's only been since what we talked about that
We
once.
did once.
Was it
70s.
70s?
Yeah.
Early 70s.
70s.
Ladies, we haven't had these rights for very
Very
long. Now people are fine with taking it all away.
It's hard to comment on that one, isn't it?
It is. It is. On that whole episode. And I think what made us go ahead and do it was we couldn't think of anything else.
Yeah.
I mean, and still to this day, it's been only 2 months. It consumes my every waking moment. What this man is doing to our country.
Yeah.
And just this permanent state of anger and fear and frustration and disbelief and feeling so betrayed.
Yeah.
By the people who continue to support him.
Yeah. We spent, when you and I got together this afternoon, we spent almost an hour
Yes.
doing nothing but discussing
Yes.
current political situations.
Yeah.
Because we have to get it out of our system before. And I know with that one, and we've done another one since, I'm losing my fun.
Mind. Your what?
Mind. My fun. My
Yes.
enjoyment in life.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to be an American. I'm losing it.
That's yeah.
Because of what he and his group is doing to us, the Constitution, to the people who aren't citizens.
Yes.
But they're human beings.
Exactly.
They are humans. We are
Yeah.
all humans. I just did that, didn't I?
Yeah.
Of Kingsley Shacklebolt.
Yes.
We are humans.
Yes. From Harry Potter. The Harry
we
Potter
are
series.
Humans.
Yeah. Tell
We
everybody
are-
what you're doing because I think it's so
But what if I don't ever
interesting.
get it done?
Just to know, this is one of those things because we talk in the other episode about how to hold it together, what to do
Right.
throughout all of this, and we each come up with our own things. Maybe you find a new hobby. Maybe you're joining a protest. Maybe you're calling your congressman 5 times a day. Do something that helps you cope with the madness.
Right.
And
So yesterday, mine just bubbled over, and I've thought this with his first term. I compare the current president with Voldemort out of the Harry Potter series.
definitely,
And the things that Voldemort does to individuals, people who he thinks are lesser people, people who he thinks are not purebloods. And so yesterday I spent pretty much all day getting my quotes together so that I can write an essay comparing the Harry Potter Voldemort to the current president. Can't even say his name. I have a hard time saying his name. But anyway, so I'm hoping to do a huge essay and everybody will read it.
that's right.
And they'll understand what I'm
yes.
saying.
And
and I'll bring light into America.
Into the world.
Oh,
And and all of the
jeez.
cult members will say, "Oh, you saved us."
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I am a Republican, but yes, I know it's not right what he's doing. I'm an educated Republican, and yeah, now I get it. Oh, shoot. I'm going to
Yeah.
cut a lot of that out, aren't I?
I don't know. I don't. It's where we are right now.
You noticed that I left it in our grouping of
Uh-huh.
this whole podcast.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm glad you did
Okay.
because I don't think it's the last one.
It won't be. And we've
Yeah.
done one more.
We've done. Yeah.
We may have to do it again because it seems to be the only way to keep our sanity.
And it's not stopping. Nobody is stopping this man.
Yeah.
I
They're
want
all
this-
trying. There's a lot trying.
There are a lot, but there are more
more
who
and
won't.
Maybe
They're
the ones that
afraid.
we need
Yeah.
to do it aren't doing it.
Step up and do your job.
For what I elected you for. Okay,
Yes.
here
yeah.
we go.
Okay, let's go to a fun one.
Okay, I hope this is. I'm not sure. So it's another one of hardest part of aging.
Oh, okay.
So we may do. I tried to do just one from different episodes. We weren't duplicating, so I don't know what this is, but we'll find out.
When you realize you can have fun without being drunk.
Exactly.
And that's, and you remember everything the next day.
Next day.
And you don't have a hangover.
I don't know. We've woke up with food hangovers before,
Yeah.
but that's beside the point.
It's just not quite the same.
No. Oh, yeah. Of course, you said you remember everything. Now we're at the age where we don't remember everything anyway.
We can be in the moment. And it's
Still
like, what?
not.
There were a couple weeks ago. I asked you like 5 times, what was the topic that we recorded yesterday? I could not remember,
I
even
know it.
after you told me like however many times. Oh, the whole thing, the drinking part. As we sit here with a bottle and a half of wine down.
Oh, my gosh. It's one of those nights, isn't it?
Yeah, and probably another, 20 minutes to go on this episode. But yeah, sometimes it just has to be there.
It goes down real easy.
It does. I love the part, too, about the food hangover.
We do that.
I get food hangovers now more than I do alcohol hangovers.
Well, the three of us went to Denver.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Remember, we went to that cute little community.
Yeah.
And they were having a celebration. It's the night that they turn on all their city Christmas
Oh,
lights.
it was beautiful.
It was. It was so much fun. But Sue, Shelley, and I, we go to this. It's a craft. There's also commercial booths and everything else. And we see the Mountain Man. Zoom!
If
we
you
are
don't-
there. We are buying candy like none other.
If you don't know who the Mountain Man is, they're out of Colorado, aren't
yeah,
they?
it is. Yeah.
And they do all kinds of different candies and nuts and chocolate-covered this and
Yeah.
gummy bears of all different size and flavor. They're just wonderful.
We bought so much stuff that the gentleman said to his son, "Go see if we have a sack," because Colorado's a no bag community
Right,
state,
that's right.
which we learned. But so the kid comes back with some kind of a grocery bag that was in the car from who knows how long, but we bought so much stuff we couldn't carry it.
And we ate it all. Not all of it. We took some of it home, but And that's where we got our food hangover, was from that one. So,
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Oh, good Lord. Okay, that's where that one came from. Okay, here we go. Now we're into perks of aging.
okay, this is the good part of getting older.
Yep. Oh, I know this one. Okay, here we go. It's weird that I don't know why it took me all these years to go, hey, wait a minute, my time is my time.
Yes.
And it's important.
Yes.
And so I can specify what I want to do. When we're younger, I guess we volunteer more, but all this, my time is my own.
Yeah.
It's the best thing ever. It's right up there with Medicare. I'd go, Medicare, my time is my own.
Okay.
Right there.
That was
That
it.
was a short one.
That
Yeah,
was a
that was a
short
short one. So, yeah, my time is my own, and I'm one that over-volunteered. I really did.
Yeah.
I just volunteered way too much. That's all there was to it. I don't know what void I was trying to fill. But now, it really is about, do I want to do it? And I think about it. I think that's a big thing.
Yeah.
I could take 2 days to answer somebody about yes, I will, or no, I won't. And sometimes I just say, no, not going to do that.
Yep.
And I love it. I'm enjoying that part
know.
of aging is I
Let
get
somebody-
to decide what I want to do with my time.
And they always say it's okay to say no. I don't know why we don't get that
Why did
lesson
it take so long?
until we're older.
Uh-huh.
But And I think everybody goes through we're a small community. We've talked about that before. You run through your volunteers and you use the same people over and over again. Like you would be one of those people. Let's ask Shan. She'll do it.
She'll do
yeah,
it.
I
She'll
know
get
she
it
will.
done.
Yeah. And so pretty soon you burn those people out and you don't have anybody else to go to.
Right.
And volunteering is not a big thing with some of the younger generations.
Right.
Because their first response is always, what am I going to get for it? Am I going to get paid if you're in school? Am I going to get extra credit? Am I going to? No.
Will look good on my college application.
Yes. Oh, so many times.
We
Yeah.
went through that one. And I've always believed, because there were things that I volunteered for that I finally said, nope, no more.
Yeah.
What are we going to do? Either A, you survive because you all kick in and you get it done, or it fails.
It's
Doesn't
run its
matter.
course.
Yeah.
If
If
nobody
it fails,
steps up,
then it was great for what it was.
exactly.
And now nobody wants it, and that's okay too.
That's fine. Let it die out.
Let it be.
And I think that's hard for some people, but no, that's just the reality of it.
It is. And life kept going on.
Uh-huh.
It didn't matter whether I did something or I didn't.
Yep.
It was okay. And most of the time, somebody else stepped up to the plate and they took it over
They do.
because they wanted it.
Some of the other things that we talked about in that episode too was when you get older, you do start to realize that so much of the things that you fretted about, they don't matter.
They're not as important.
Exactly.
They may matter.
Yes.
But they aren't quite as
They do. And I was just talking about this at work to somebody, I can't remember why. Each generation has to learn that for themselves.
True.
I can't go into some young person and say, honey, it doesn't matter
That's so true.
if you've got the right style. It doesn't matter if your hair is perfect. It doesn't matter if the makeup's just right. They have to go through that on their own and figure that out for themselves.
Exactly.
Because we've all gone through that. And I think that's what I was talking about with this coworker was when we were younger, before we even left the house in the morning, the hair had to be perfect. And I can't wear that blouse or whatever. That's so out of style. And truly agonizing about these things. And now I look at both of us.
Sweatshirts.
Yeah, sweatshirts, sweatpants, no makeup. And it's fine. It is absolutely fine. And it feels so good.
It does.
It frees up your whole life. But
Definite perk of the aging.
part
of
and
life.
there are more. So listen to that episode to find out.
That's
perks.
true. We forgot to say it at the first.
Yeah.
Don't forget to go back and listen to these if you already have.
Exactly. Yeah.
Or if you're going, oh, that sounds interesting,
Yeah.
go listen to that one. They're all there on all of our places that we upload to.
And we just got a notice from Podbean,
Yes.
who was our initial launch people.
That's where we launched to.
I can't remember launch
Platform.
And they sent us a little certificate congratulating us on 50 episodes produced, launched,
Yes.
record, whatever.
Look at that.
So that's pretty good.
It is. There we go. Okay. Next one. Oh, these are a few of my favorite things.
Yeah.
Sue keeps looking at the computer to see if it's still
I
running.
don't want to get all the way through and
Well,
say,
I have high hope because we found
Okay.
out with the other one that it may not
It's
record
there.
in front of us,
That's right.
but it records it someplace else.
That's right.
As long as it records us, that's all
I
that
know.
matters.
That's part of the techno dorks is it's on the cloud.
It's on the
And
cloud.
we've talked about we don't know where this cloud is.
Do I have my
We don't
own
know.
cloud? Am I sharing a cloud?
If it rains too much, well-
is my cloud puffy and white? Is it a storm cloud? Usually it's a storm cloud.
Yes, it's out there somewhere.
Okay, so
Okay.
Our next one comes from our episode. Oh, you know what I didn't do this time?
What?
Tell you which episode it was, when it was. Because this next
you
one
did.
comes. No, I didn't. I told you what it was, but not what number.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Okay.
These are a few of my favorite things. Was season 2, episode 1.
This is the one where we talked in an earlier episode about Shan's sister-in-law, Janet. Favorite movie was
Sound of Music.
Sound of Music. And so that song, these are a few of my favorites. So anyway, that's
Yep.
where this one came
And
from.
she instilled it in a few of my kids, too.
Yes,
So they all
yes.
think the same thing.
Okay.
Okay. But now I got to hit the right one.
Back then, it was probably all of 60 miles an hour. I don't know. And she'd go, oh, we should have turned back there. Dad's reaction was always, God damn it, Bonnie. You have to tell me before it's time to turn.
See that one?
Yeah, that was the one we should have gone
Yeah.
on.
I
So-
thought you were going to say that oftentimes, as many women did back then, had that bouffant hairdo. And probably any stylist from back in the day has died from lung cancer.
From
Because
that
they would put an
hairspray.
entire can of hairspray
Yes.
on each and every one of those women's heads.
That thing wasn't moving.
It was
you
not
could
gonna
hit it with
move.
a 2x4.
Was
It
there.
wasn't going to change shape.
And do you remember we were sticking things in there from the back seat, like pencils and stuff?
Pencils,
Yeah.
crayons.
Yeah.
So when she'd go to have it done the next time, and her stylist would take out all the bobby pins, and all this junk would start falling out of it.
God, no wonder she didn't like it. Okay, when we play these clips, I have to tell you, Sue and I are cracking up and you're not going to hear the double
Oh, okay. I wondered
laughter.
if they would hear
no.
us. Yeah.
No, they'll hear
Okay.
the original laughter, but not the double laugh.
Okay.
Oh gosh, we did that to
Yeah.
poor Mom all the time.
Yeah, and when this one started, I whispered to Shan, "What does this have to do with our favorite things?" And it was
Road trip. Family road trips.
Yes,
Yep.
family vacations, and oh yeah, those were the days. And we talked about when Shelley was really was a baby. It was the spoiled milk bottle in the glove compartment.
Oh God.
Or the melted crayons in the back window.
Always. There was always melted crayons in a
Yes.
car.
And
or
this was-
chocolate.
or chocolate, yeah. And this was before seat belts and yeah.
We talked about on that particular one with car trips. You slept in the back window thing. Scott got the back seat, and Shelley and I each curled up on the floor.
Well,
each
Dad
well.
built a bench.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, there was a little bench that fit across
Oh my!
the
and we
two wheel wells or the two foot places in the back
and we
seat.
slept there.
And you slept there.
And
yeah.
of course, Mom would sleep, and Dad would drive, and it was the quietest time he ever had.
Oh,
That's
I'm
why
sure
he
those
would
were the
drive all night long.
favorite parts
yeah,
of his life.
He was happy. We all shut up.
I was trying to think of one other thing that we were in those road trips, but don't remember right now. Maybe I will another time.
And we did a lot of driving. We went.
We drove
well,
everywhere.
we didn't ever fly.
No, ever.
We always drove.
Yes.
Because a family of 6, and back then airplane tickets were so much more expensive.
Oh, yeah.
So we were going to drive. We weren't ever going to fly. San Francisco, Florida, Montreal. We drove
Texas.
all of it.
Yeah,
Texas.
we didn't go too far north. I don't remember. We went through, I want to say Chicago or Detroit. His dad got lost. Yeah, we drove everywhere.
We drove everywhere.
And I think a lot of people,
6 of us in a car.
yeah. And we made it. Do you remember when? And I always told myself I would never, ever smoke.
Ever.
Because Mom and Dad both smoked, windows up.
Yes.
And oh my golly, you couldn't breathe. That's no,
Yeah,
4
you had to-
kids. I did eventually. I've quit since then. I think I've told you that. But
Thank you so much.
Do you remember too when it was really hot? We didn't have air conditioning.
No.
And they would get, it was clean, of course, a clean cloth diaper and wet it. And then they would put it in the window somehow.
No, that I don't
so
remember.
the air coming in would blow through that
Oh, that
wet
makes
diaper
sense.
and it cool us down.
Because you remember they used to talk about, I'm sure everyone did, 260 or 460, what kind of air conditioning did you have in your car? Meaning, did you roll down 2 windows and go at 60 miles an hour? Or did you roll down 4 windows and go at 60 miles an hour?
I've never
260
heard that
or
before.
460,
Oh,
yeah.
that's a good one. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. The other thing, when you have been riding with your siblings in a backseat of a car for that long,
Oh,
do you remember the imaginary lines? Okay, you stay on that side. I'll stay on this side. And you would draw with your finger, you'd trace a line in the seat. And then it was like, and then you would work really hard to put like the tip of your little finger. Mom, he's on my side.
Okay, this next one is that 70s stuff. And when I put this one on here, I got to admit, I was laughing a blue streak.
Okay.
It titled it Sibling Shenanigans.
But I came home from school one day and I walked by and I looked into this sunken room. Here's Shelley, stocking sock feet. Her teeth are sunk in Shan's back. Shan's running across the floor and Shelley's just sliding along behind. Shelley was such a biter back then.
Oh, she was a biter.
I would come home too, and you'd have these huge welts on your arm from her pinching or biting you. Oh, jeez.
Oh, I do still love you, Shell.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Oh, my God, that's funny. Sunken living rooms, huh?
Dangerous. Yeah.
Dangerous.
Dangerous.
That's 70s. That
Yeah.
was I bet it was even before then. Sunken living rooms
Yeah.
became a popular architectural design. Stupidest thing ever. But anyway, that's what
We
part
had
of it.
one, and it was tile, so
Uh-huh.
it was really
Slick.
slippery. Another memory I have of that room, and I can see the couch. It was like they were big cushions. They were red and green, or whatever. That part doesn't matter. You started a fire on one of the cushions.
I do remember that one.
Do you remember that
I
one?
do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Playing with matches
Yeah.
and had dropped one. It just burned a little hole, but still.
Flip the cushion. It
yeah.
was okay.
So that's another memory I have
Me?
of that room.
I didn't do
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go with, it's again, these are a few of my favorite things.
Okay.
It had to do with coolest toys.
The electric football game.
Football game.
You turn that thing
my
on, and these
gosh.
little things, they would just vibrate and
They
go
just
all over
fell
the
off me,
board. So we got them to where they would hook arms, and they would just go around in a
Dance.
circle. Scott always got the coolest toys, didn't
We
he?
really did.
Yeah.
And Shelley's sitting there going, geez, I wish I still had those because now they're
Yes,
vintage. The
of
bottom
course.
line was we played with those
Yes,
things. We
yeah.
played with them a lot.
We
and they were
wrecked
not
them.
in the same
That's
shape
right.
by the time we got done.
I know.
Oh, gosh,
Yeah.
the electric football. I forgot about that.
And
Man,
just
Scott, you get the coolest.
He does.
That's all there is to
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Coolest
And
toys.
Just, yeah. Just-
Wow. We probably all got dolls. And you got
We-
cars and
all the
football
cool stuff.
So, yeah. So that was my, that was one
your
of the
favorite
Christmases.
holiday because I went way into traditions.
You did
there,
go,
so.
and that's okay. But yeah, that was one of
Okay.
my favorites for
Oh, yeah.
that I can remember. We
Oh,
had
yeah.
a lot of fun holidays, especially
We did.
Christmas.
Especially Christmas. Yeah.
We did have fun
They were,
holidays.
yeah.
We really did. I have to apologize now because as we've done other episodes, and maybe in the same episode, different episode, or whatever, I realized we had some fun toys.
We
Because
did.
we got the incredible edibles
Yes.
and the fun flowers and the
Uh-huh.
easy bake oven, even though that
Uh-huh.
was domestic, it didn't matter. It was
Yep.
still a lot of fun. So we got fun toys too.
We really did. Yeah, and it didn't involve any computer this or computer that. We had to make up our own fun. And
We
That's-
needed to demolish our toys on our own.
oh, that's right. That's right. And we were pretty good at it, too.
We were, and maybe
Yeah.
that's the whole thing is you could demolish your toys.
Yes.
Then how would you rebuild them and make them?
Right.
Or they ran out of the 100-watt light bulb
Yeah.
in your easy bake oven. So you had to figure out, okay, what light bulb could I take out of a lamp that mom and dad would not notice?
Somehow the three-way doesn't stand.
It didn't
okay,
work, did
so
it?
the lowest was for preheating. And then the middle or the highest was for the actual baking.
Baking.
There you go.
Okay, so I've got just a couple more
Okay.
short clips we're going to do here
Very
when we
good.
talk about Podversary. So, darn it. This next one, I'm not sure where it comes from.
Oh,
We were talking about what kids know or don't know today. We don't know, but we're just going to go ahead and
okay.
go for it, and we'll
okay.
figure it out as we go along. What the
Okay.
heck?
Maybe,
Here we go.
Maybe it'll come to us.
Would our kids even know?
Do you think kids would know how to use a phone book?
No, I can't even imagine a younger person right now thinking to pull out something out of a drawer to get what they
Paper,
needed. They're
right.
going to do it on their phone.
Oh, yeah. And we do now, too.
We
Because
do
like
too.
I
Yeah,
said,
you're right.
I think I threw mine away.
Yeah,
My phone book. I just can't imagine why I would need it.
I have no idea
Yeah.
to tell you. I do save mine, but I have no idea
Yeah.
why I do.
Yeah. One time, and we were talking to our younger sister. She lives in, we've mentioned Las Vegas before. But it used to be that every time a new phone book came out, every single room in every single hotel had its
Had a
own
new-
phone book.
That's right.
So they would have to collect all those. So the landfills were filling up
with phone
old
books.
phone books. Can you imagine
Yeah.
the tons of phone
Phone
books
books.
that they were clearing once a year?
Yeah, so that's what we were talking about was
Uh-huh.
phone books. And I'm just thinking about that. I bet those phone books in Las Vegas and other big cities, it used to be
Sure.
when you got a motel and you'd look in the drawer and there's the phone book. What, 3 inches
Oh, easily.
at least?
At least.
Oh, what a waste of paper.
I know. And lost my thought already. Yeah, and I think, too, in that episode, we were talking about, I don't know if that was the obsolete boomer skills.
Oh, that could be.
The things that we did growing up that younger kids don't know how to do.
They don't need to do,
Yeah.
looking up a number in a phone book.
In a phone book. And really, and I think, too, in that episode, we talked about card catalogs, using an encyclopedia, using the table of contents, using the index. They just...
I'm not even sure how many textbooks there are, or hardback textbooks there are anymore.
I know.
Or if everything's on the computer. And that would be hard for me. For me to read and read quite a bit, I have got to have
Me
a
too.
hard copy that's in my hands.
Yeah. And do you think on those online books, is there a way to highlight stuff as you read it?
There is, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there is. Now,
Okay.
I'm assuming on your computer you can too. I think of like a Kindle or an iPad or any of those kind of things. You can highlight, you can type in notes, you can...
Oh, good.
There's a lot you
Good.
can do with those. Yeah. I'm sure you could even go to the index and look up a word if you wanted
Hey,
to.
yeah.
And then go to that page. But again, just making sure you know how to use
Yes.
all of those helpful things that's in a textbook or in
Uh-huh.
a phone book or whatever is not...
Yeah.
I'm not sure we're teaching it anymore.
I don't think we are. We're not teaching note-taking, any of those things.
Right.
And what?
Go ahead.
You go.
No. I don't want you to lose your train of thought.
I already
shouldn't
did.
interrupt you. You already did?
I did. I'm sure it was profound. Go ahead. And the world will never
know what she was going to say. Shoot.
Oh, no.
Okay, wait. I know what it is.
Okay.
Did you get a new phone book just the other day?
I did. It's
we
in
did
the
too.
trash. Yeah.
And so I was getting ready to throw in the trash, and Tim said, "Why are you doing that?" I couldn't find any other phone books, so I've obviously thrown all of them in the trash. He kept it. It's in his desk, so
Okay.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Business is anything. All you have to do is Google it, people.
Yeah.
You get the phone number. You get the address. You get their hours of operation.
It's been a long time since I've even looked in a phone book.
Same.
Because people who have cell phones are no longer listed in the phone book. So it has to be businesses and anybody that still has a landline.
True.
And then I wonder, is their address still there for an individual, for a resident? Because remember, it
I
used to
think
be
so.
you could look up everybody.
Yes.
And you could find their address.
What was the one with was it the license plates?
Oh, gosh. We had, Butte
Yeah.
County had one that was listed by license plate, and it
Yes.
would tell you who owned the vehicle.
Yes.
Oh,
And it was necessary when you were out cruising the Butte on
Yes.
this Friday. Who is that in front? I don't recognize that car. Somebody look up that license plate. Who is that?
there was also one that was by phone numbers first. There was street address first. It had all those things.
Oh, my golly.
Talk about stalking, right?
Yeah. Yeah. But did anybody stalk a lot back then?
Probably not. Are we?
But I think all those changes came about because of
Sure.
those problems that
The
were
amount of-
arising.
yeah, probably
and,
so.
Which is fine. I don't want everybody to know my
Yeah.
address or phone number or
Anything
else.
Except for when you want to send them a card.
Oh, yeah.
I've had to drive past somebody's house before so I can get the house number.
Yeah.
So I can send them a card.
And you can put in white pages.
Uh-huh.
And
Will it have
just a
everything?
Google. Usually it has the person. Sometimes you have to pay for it, and I've never paid
Oh,
for
I've never-
extra information.
pay,
but
yeah.
a lot of times it'll have their address.
Oh,
So,
I got to do that then.
yeah, give
Okay.
that a try.
I just try to Google them. Okay, but I want to say this because I saw this meme when we're talking about phone books.
Okay.
And so anyway, it said, I asked my daughter to give me the phone book. She laughed at me, called me a dinosaur, and lent me her iPhone. Now the spider is dead, the iPhone is broken, and my daughter is furious.
Yeah.
So they did have a purpose.
They did have a purpose. Yeah, and the other thing we were talking about was if you were the short kid at the table, bring out the phone
That's
book.
right. That's a booster seat.
It
yeah.
wasn't. Or even if you're just like a few inches short of reaching something on the shelf, stand on the phone book.
Phone book.
Yep. So
Look at the purposes it had.
I
Okay, we're
know.
going to wrap this one up.
Okay.
This clip comes from our very first episode we ever
Oh.
did.
Which is what we're celebrating.
Yes.
Our April 1st, very first podcast. Yeah.
It was ARP, rocking with ARP.
Something like that.
Yeah, because they sponsored the Rolling Stones
Yes.
concert,
Their tour.
which was cool, except for thinking that AARP, Rolling Stones, and us are all in the same age group.
Oh, easily.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Yes.
3 of the originals. Ronnie Wood is the youngest, he's 76. Keith Richards, age 79. And rocking out there at the oldest is Mick Jagger's. He is now 80.
Oh, my God. Oh,
Yes.
I
It's hard, isn't it, to even picture that they're that age?
is because I don't have that sense of passing of time that much. Every once in a while, we stop and say, "Oh, time's going so fast," and I remember when, but you don't notice it as
Well,
it's
do you
going.
picture them, some of their first albums? That's the picture in my mind.
Exactly.
80 years
80
of
years
age.
old. Yeah. Now, I know Keith Richards. Sorry, Keith. Like we know each other personally. He's always looked a little rough around the edges.
Oh, shoot.
That was our first one. And you had warned me that the sound wasn't that good, but it wasn't that bad.
Wasn't too bad,
Yeah.
especially for the trouble we're having in the last 2 episodes
I
we've done now.
know.
So it's
Yes.
hard to remember, but yeah.
But that one, and we've said this several times, and we always get such a kick out of it. That was our 5th attempt
Yeah, it was.
to get that to where we could actually launch it. Because one time I didn't have my microphone on. Then another time Shan didn't have hers on. Then neither one of us did.
And then there was something to, we looked down. I hadn't even plugged in the microphones. But we didn't get too discouraged because we still knew we wanted to do this podcast.
Yes.
And we kept at it and we kept at it and we kept at it. And
And
finally got one launched.
And it's gotten better each time.
Yes, it has until the
I
last
do
couple
believe.
episodes and we're having trouble. But that's
Well,
beside the point.
That we need to blame that on the whatchamacallit.
Software.
The
that we're using.
software.
There we go. I'll blame it
Yes.
on them.
'Cause
Absolutely.
they keep doing these updates, and the updates aren't any good. Give me the old one
Give me the old one.
that
exactly.
worked and that we knew how to run. And I don't know why they always have to do updates
don't
on
either.
stuff. Some of it's okay. but-
Yeah, so 50 episodes later,
Yes.
here we are,
Yes.
wrapping up our first year.
Yeah,
Feels good.
it does. And I have
really good.
enjoyed every minute of
Me
it.
too.
With you, my dear.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
With you as well.
Some people, we hear that they don't get along with their siblings or that they've had a falling out. I cannot imagine my life without the 3 of you in it.
Right.
And to be able to do this with you here towards the end, we've got 10, 15, 20 years left maybe.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh, we're both going to be 90 in the nursing home.
Is it on? Are you sure? Gladys, bring me my tapioca.
Put your teeth in.
Oh,
Okay.
it's been a great ride.
It has been.
Thank you for your knowledge and for your encouragement to keep us going on this.
And for your support as well. And
Yes.
not ever blaming me for any of it.
No,
You're good at finding something else to make me feel good.
that's right.
Okay, takeaways?
Takeaways. Oh, yeah, just looking forward to the next year. And and I've mentioned this before. My biggest worry in all of this is that we're going to run out of topics.
I know.
But I was talking to Leslie the other day, and she said no, because everything we do, everything we live is affected or will change with aging. There'll always be something. So we always ask for your help in
Yes,
that. And
yes.
we have come up with a few really good episodes from
Our
advice.
listeners, yeah.
From advice
Yeah.
from other people.
Yes.
So send it in.
Send in your
Write
topics.
to
We're okay
us.
with it.
Yeah.
There might be something that somebody else is struggling with or wondering about, or if you have that question in your head, is anybody else going through this?
Yeah.
Send that topic to us, because most likely we're all going through
We
it.
are.
And we like to open up that door.
So what's your takeaway? You
My
thought you were
takeaway-
going to get away with that
I
one.
did. I should have said that's my takeaway. My takeaway is
yeah.
I'm having a blast.
Me too.
That's it.
Me too. And we've joked about how this is our therapy, our counseling, or whatever. And
It is.
when I think about how I was feeling before we started all of this, starting to feel invisible and, oh, poor me, underappreciated, but all of those feelings you start to get, and talking about it has been so helpful to me.
Yeah.
I don't get that feeling anymore.
Good.
So,
Yeah, absolutely. I agree 100%.
yes.
And anybody else that agrees with us, send us a little message on our email, which is unavoidable aging. I about messed up. unavoidableaging@gmail.com. Then the other part is you can always listen to us on Podbean. That's where we upload to. And remember, you can find us other places, Apple Podcast, Podcast Addict, Spotify, YouTube, just about any place. Just type in Unavoidable Adventures in Aging, and we will pop up.
Yes.
And when you get there, don't forget to subscribe, follow, and please share with others.
And send us a message.
Send us a message.
Yeah. Oh, I have to share this one with you. Did Shelley, our sister Shelley, she had posted on when we launch a new one, and there's a place you can write.
Oh, okay.
We're still working on that. But she said she was out walking and she was listening to the one about texting.
Okay.
And she said, I got to giggling so bad. She had to cut her walk short. And she said, I'm thinking maybe the neighbors are watching and think, what is she laughing about?
Oh, that's great.
So that was great, Shelley. Thank you so much. And
We hope we make everybody laugh when
that's
they're out walking.
right. We need a little ray of sunshine in our lives right now.
Absolutely.
And we are that.
We are.
We are the ray of sunshine. Enjoy your life. Laugh at yourself and always remember, you're not knucking futz. You're just aging. Thank you for listening for the past year.
And stay with us for the next year.
That's right. Thank you, Shan.
You betcha. And to you too.
Bye.
Bye.